something. Oh. Get off my windshield, please. Okay. This ain't drivable with one hand. Didn't go away on its own. There she is. Drivers out there, close your eyes. Promise me if there's a better way to do this, I'd do it. All right. Hello. So, how do you start one of these? So this is first time I've recorded or posted in a while. I've recorded a lot. I haven't posted in a while. This is my place. All this area that I'm cutting out trees, cutting. This was all forest not that long ago. As you can tell, winter is finally starting to kick in. There's a lot of snow. But that's what happened. Now this is a plow truck. There's a plow sitting over there for it. But I'm gonna introduce you to this truck. I just recently got this. This was my father's. Passed away 8 years ago now. This truck probably hasn't been on the road for 8 or 9 years. 8 years, because this wasn't off the road for all that long. It's a 2001 2500 Dodge. It's got the, I believe it's got the 5.9 Cummins in it. It's got a Cummins. I believe it's the 5.9 Cummins. It's got a 5-speed manual. But if you saw the clip of me driving it here, there's some drivetrain issues. I can already tell you, throw-out bearing's bad. You can't clutch and shift. You used to kinda, like you could press down the clutch to start the engine, you wouldn't move while you're in gear. You couldn't take it in or out of gear, but you could at least start it with the clutch in and then let go and start moving. That's how I drove it here for an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. Kind of for the first little bit. The second half I had to start it in gear raw. Clutch doesn't disengage at all anymore. And it's missing 3rd and 4th gear. So it's 1st, 2nd, 5th, and reverse. So you can imagine driving this on the highway with liability insurance legally. It has plates, but they're not quite, it's not plated. I talked to my insurance, they said it's okay, put liability on it. I'm covered for 24 hours. I'm not getting a safety or anything like that. Not yet anyways. So, did that. I figured out you can, well, you float the gears. 1st to 2nd's not that hard. But now you have to go from 2nd to 5th. How do you think you're supposed to do that? You rev the piss out of it, get as quick as you can in 2nd gear, pop it in neutral, shut the engine off, and catch it 5th and crank the motor and get it up to enough speed that the engine can run on its own. I'm never doing that again. That was terrifying, beat the shit out of the truck. Really knocked a lot of the dash loose. So, yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, so it needs some work. It needs some body work, and guess we'll take a walk around it. This will be my first video, I guess, for this stuff. Look at that, you're sitting on there. Anyways, so fenders, what's left of them. That ain't even the worst part. So there's the stuff too. Rocker's gone, door's rusting. Step side is a bit flexy. Fender, this used to be all blue, by the way. I think it was a two-tone blue, but the tones weren't all that different from each other. But yeah, it's is this a different paint? No, just the front just looks a lot better. Or is it actually two different paints? I'm not sure. Maybe. No, nope. Nope, this is the same blue as the front. This used to be all blue. It said Dodge 4x4. Doesn't anymore. So you can imagine, here's the worst of it. I would say anyways. That's gonna have to be fixed. There's a dent in there. More rocker rot, not as bad, but still bad enough that I might just have to replace it. I don't know, I haven't looked into it much. And I got the, where's the fender? It's gone. Right there, that part of the body is gone. Now this used to have fender flares on it, obviously to cover the issue. Now this fender actually has a bit of a lip there. So there is something left of this panel. Barely, but there is something. So that's nice. This is a not stock bumper, as you can imagine. There's a snow plow for it. There's all the stuff somewhere in there. The frame looks okay from my eyes, my untrained eyes. That's a, yeah, that, ignore that. Now she's got quite a bit of rust right here, but no holes. Doesn't feel flimsy, doesn't look flimsy, but the undercoating is flaking off. Imagine that, rusted coils, spring coils, wow. Anyways, so there's that. I did try to attempt to fix the clutch, hoping it wasn't the throat bearing, even though I knew it was probably the throat bearing, but the hydraulics looked like crap, and there was all sorts of crap in them. Don't think they were half working anyways, and put in a new assembly, and now I have a lot more response in the clutch, but all that means is I can feel the throat bearing even more not working, so that's nice. So yeah, I'm gonna get to working on this a little bit, and I'll gather my tools. So first we're gonna try to work on is this side, because I have the least to lose here, because it's all gone. So I'm gonna try drill brush off the loose paint stuff, see what I can do to stop anything that's happening to this. This is obviously like a body filler or something. This doesn't look like metal to me. I've never really done body work on vehicles, but I do stuff with metal and whatnot. Just never automotive, really. I do some automotive stuff, just haven't got to this kind of thing yet. So I'm just gonna see what that does. I'm gonna get the tripod, see if I can do anything. Whatever this is. I'm gonna try putting a sanding block on it. I just figured I had to take this block, run it over everything in the truck, clean up as much of the rust as I can, and do a little bit of primer spraying. I don't have all day today. Days are still short too. The days are getting longer though. It's looking okay. However, this part of the fender, it probably isn't repairable anyways. it would be too hard. Might as well buy a patch or something. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and... Alright, so I'm in over my head trying to do this right now. I need to look online, see what kinds of things you do to work on rust like that, body work. I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna call it there for now. But got all this land here I'm working on, cutting trees and clearing it out. It's been a bit of work. I've only had the place for probably 4 months or something like that, 5 months, maybe 3. But we've got an entrance installed there. Cleared up this stuff. It was all trees. It was all forest. But yeah. For now, I'm just gonna leave it until I know what I'm doing. Not much else I can do about that, but yeah, just kind of putting out a video to say, hey, I exist and there's things going on. I want to record it and put it on YouTube, stuff like that. So, yeah, you'll see more of that in the future. Not right away, because I gotta get things done. I'm probably gonna have to wait for spring before I can start anything. I have a camper that I'm gonna pull in eventually. I gotta widen the area and have a place to park it. Someone with a half-ton pull the trailer up to the entrance and I'll drag it through this truck. Yeah, I'd like to get my project car in here once I'm situated in here. I've got more to clear out and whatnot before I can even think about that. I gotta get some C-cans, 2 40-foot C-cans, place them 25 feet apart on a cement foundation because I have a roof kit. 25 feet wide, 40 feet long, steel dome. Put that down and start working on things in there. But for now, I just have this. So we'll see how that goes. It'll be over time. You know, I'm just starting to do this kind of stuff. It's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna learn more about it as I go. So I'm gonna seem like a complete idiot, and that's probably because I am. But I'm gonna do it anyways, and I don't care who gets upset at it. So, I guess that's all. And you have a great day. Happy New Year's, I guess. It's 2024 now. That's cool. Anyways, have a lovely day, fellas.